What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we're going to be doing my match review, match reaction and match analysis of Manchester City's 0-0 draw at the Etihad Stadium against Inter Milan in the Champions League. Before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for these sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do also leave your thoughts as well in the comments below. And finally, I want to say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. They're going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest football scores, along with the latest match information, match statistics and analysis, and all your good footballing needs. It's a free app to download. The link is in the description. Anyone that does download SofaScore using my link in the description does help to support the future content created here on my channel. As I said, it is free, so worthwhile checking out. Very highly rated, so worthwhile in my opinion in checking out and seeing if you guys do like it or not. So we're going to crack on with this video and I'll give my thoughts from this game, which let's be honest, it's not a classic. It's not a game that's going to live on long in the memories of either the City fans or the Inter fans. Yeah, I think the Inter fans are probably going to be more happy than the Manchester City fans with this result, because they've picked up a really good point away from home against one of the favourites, if not the favourite, for the tournament. For Manchester City, I'm looking at Inter Milan and I'm thinking very well organised, very well drilled team. They're a team that are going to get to the latter stages of the competition. Picking up a draw against them, not losing, keeping a clean sheet. There are bonuses to this. Had City been clinical in this game, and I thought it was going to be a game of few opportunities, then I would have been delighted to have come away with a 1-0 or a 2-0 win here. As it wasn't meant to be. Ilkay Gundogan with them big opportunities towards the end couldn't manage to put his headers into the back of the net. He does. We pick up a great result and we're all positive and we're all talking about what a brilliant result and performance that was from Manchester City. Well managed, very patient build up, waiting for that opportunity, putting the opportunity away, and we move on from there. As it is, it's kind of the story of what we've seen when it comes to the potential. If there is a weakness for Manchester City under Pep, then it's always going to be how Inter Milan played this game. The only thing that Inter Milan lacked was quality in the final third, because they still, even though Man City dominated possession in this game and dominated the shots and opportunities, they still managed to muster up 13 shots, 4 on target. Probably should have scored at least a goal in the game. City with 22 shots, 5 on target, 60% possession. I'd be expecting City to come away with a couple of goals. Neither team were clinical in this game, and Inter Milan set themselves up to be very defensive, very tight, to constrain Manchester City, to constrict the game, to ensure that there was no space, no room for City, and it was needed City to create a moment of magic, or when that one opportunity does come, you put it into the back of the net. And it didn't happen. That's why we've dropped points. Is it the end of the world? Absolutely not, because it does mean in terms of the table that Manchester City do have a little bit of work to do when it comes to progressing through in them automatic spots of finishing in the top 8 of the league. Manchester City know that we've got to go away to Sporting CP, away to PSG, away to Juventus. All three of them teams have won in their opening game, which puts a little bit of pressure onto City, but we don't have to think about these fixtures until it gets to the latter parts of the group stage, because it gets to December, January time when we start to think about them big games. We've got the opportunity to looking ahead towards our upcoming fixtures, and I'm thinking to myself, Slovan Bratislava away, Slavia Prague at home. I'm thinking pick up a couple of wins, 7 points from 3 games. I'll take that every single day of the week. That's a really good start to the campaign. But we're under pressure. We need them wins. And we've not got them wins in the bag as of yet. But you know, it's a new format. We've got to adapt. Everybody else is in the same boat. They've got to adapt. I'm seeing lots of comments online about whether they like this new format or not. I think this new format really suits a neutral fan wanting more interest in football in general, in European football, and watching the Champions League. I think when you're a fan of a club that's currently competing in the Champions League, it can be a little confusing, because we're still transitioning between what was the old group stage into a league format. And it does seem a little bit strange that you've got to a league table made up of 36 teams, but you're only playing 8 games, and your progress to the next round is determined on what happens in them 8 games. There's teams out there who have got fixtures much easier than City. I did look at the time and said City's fixtures aren't easy. We need to persevere. We need to turn up and put in a really good shift if we do want to finish in the top 8. We've got work to do. We already knew that we had work to do. So to me, nothing does change. In terms of this game, what do we learn? Well, I think Arsenal have watched this and think, you know what? We're going to try and constrict and constrain Manchester City in our next game. Don't allow them any space. Look at how they played against us last season at the Etihad. They were very negative. It was a borderline, very boring game. But that's the whole point, is to minimalise Manchester City. So City, we couldn't break down into Milan. We've got lessons to learn. Them lessons need to be learned by the time we face Arsenal on Sunday. Quick turnaround in terms of the game. Arsenal have got 24 hours less turnaround than us. That's where our focus needs to be. Go one game at a time, and then we can start to think about the Champions League again when we face Slovan Bratislava away at the end of the month. Until then, we've got Premier League games and Carabao Cup games to be focusing on. Go one game at a time. Still unbeaten through the season. We've not lost this game. We've picked up a point, and this point could be the difference between us finishing in the top 8 or going into that qualifying section between 9th and 24th. So that's what we need to be focusing on. That's what we need to be pushing towards. As it is, frustrating evening at the Etihad. We've not lost the game. We've not won the game. We move on. One thing I will say, I never want to see Man City playing a home game not in their home shirt. It felt weird seeing Man City not playing in sky blue and having the away team in their home kit for the away game whilst we're at home in our away kit. Really strange and really odd. I think if you want to go with your 3rd and your 4th kit, save that for the cup games away from home rather than at home, because you just get a sense, I'm not suggesting anything here, but you just get the sense that maybe that 4th kit could be the cursed kit for Manchester City. It didn't feel right with them announcing that it was going to be at home, and it doesn't feel right now that we've picked up a negative result, and I still get a negative feel. I like the kit, don't get me wrong, I do like the kit. I'm just not entirely sure if it's the right kit in terms of superstition when it comes to football. So there we go. They have been my thoughts. Do let me know your thoughts, guys, in the comments below. Also, don't forget as well to leave a thumbs up. 100 likes is the aim. Do subscribe as well if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out SofaScore, today's video sponsor. And I'll see you all again for my match vlog from this game. Stay tuned for that later on today. I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.